Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In this video here, we're going to take a look at how we can do a lot of different types of object annotations. So we're basically going to use the Keylabs platform again. This is the fourth video in the whole playlist series that we have. So we basically went over like how to use machine learning assisted labeling, how to set up projects in there, whole workflows with different pipelines, and also different annotation stages. So definitely going to check that playlist out if you want to know how you can do annotation on larger projects. So in this video here, we're going to cover like mugshot annotations. Basically, if you're doing like tracking of persons, you can actually like associate a mugshot with that or like a face, and then we can have an ID and track that over a number of frames, so we can train our machine learning and AI models on that. So we can also do something called object linking. So you can have like license plates, you want to detect those and you want to link them together with a car. That is also possible with the Keylabs platform if you want to train your models on that. Multi-layer annotations, let's say that you have like different layers in your images that you want to do annotations on. Sometimes it's easier to do annotations on different layers in your images. We can also do video interpolation. So let's say that you just annotate like a couple of frames in a video, then it's going to do interpolations between all of those frames. So let's just jump straight into it. Let's see how we can do this with the Keylabs platform. So let's not just jump straight into the Keylabs platform. We're inside the different projects. First of all, let's take a look at the mugshots, how we can annotate like people walking around and associate faces or like mugshots with that specific object that we want to track in our videos or in our data set. So let's just go straight into that. So we have already covered like pretty much all of the different things here on the platform, so definitely go check those videos out. Right now, let's just go inside our files and let's go in and take a look at how we can do our mugshot annotations. So this is basically just a movie where we have a person walking around. So here we can see the person walking. Let's go in and try to do some annotations and let's see how we can associate these mugshots with the person walking. So right now, let's just go inside the annotation tool. We have it here. Now we can start to just set up our person. Let's draw a bounding box around our person. Again, we can do this on the whole video stream, and we can also have our key frames. So once we're drawing a bounding box around the person, we can now go up to this symbol, and now we should be able to get our attributes and our face mugshot. So we can go ahead and set it into the project settings. We can go ahead and set up our different face mugshots, and we can have different images in here. So we can both have not selected, and we can have person 1, 2, and also 3. Right now, we can also set up here some text for the different attributes and the face shot and show only the images used in this file. So first of all here, let's now just assign person 1 here to this person that we're detecting in the frame. So now we can actually like associate our face mugshots with our detections. So right now, let's just go to our next frame. Let's just try to move it here, and then we can just go in and move the bounding boxes. There we go. So we're just correcting the bounding boxes, and we're doing that on the individual frames. So right now we can actually see that it does this video interpolation. This is a really cool tool with the Keylabs platform, and we have already covered that. So I basically just skipped a couple of frames, but now we can see that it still assigns this mugshot to the person, and we can just skip a bit further. Let's try to just put the bounding box over here, and let's now see the corrections. And then we can just scroll back again in the video, and you can see how it tracks here. So the last time we annotated the person, it was over here, but now we can do this interpolation between all the frames. So this is how you can do mugshot annotations with the Keylabs platform, and this is pretty cool. So the next thing here that we're going to take a look at is how we can assign classes, attributes, and also link objects and annotations together. So right now, let's just go inside this annotation. We have a bunch of files in here that we can take a look at. So we have this street image. Let's just go directly into the annotation tool. So right now we just have a bunch of different objects. We have some different vehicles. We have some trucks, cars, pedestrians walking around, and so on. So let's now go in and annotate it. First of all, let's just start with the vehicle. Let's draw a bounding box around this bus. There we go. And now we can select these attributes. We both have our classes, attributes, and also object linking. So right now, this is public transport. We have the make here, so it's the right bus, and we can also select the color. So we can have all these individual attributes for all of our objects, and that can help our machine learning models to learn specific things. So right now, let's just assign the red color here to it, and now we have our bounding box around our bus in this example. So that is one detection, that is one annotation. Right now, we can also go in and do license plates. So where you can go in and zoom in. I'm just going to scroll a bit further up. There we go. We can see we have our license plate. We can go up and choose that. So this is an oriented bounding box, but to start with, we just store the bounding box like this. And then we can see that we have this small dot at the top. And now we can rotate our bounding box and correct our bounding box here to fit perfectly around the license plate. So now we both have our license plate and we have the car associated to it. We can also specify the number. So LTZ1567. So now we have the license plate, we have the bus, and all we have to do now, we can just zoom out, and now we can actually like link these objects together. So to be able to link the objects together, we just choose one object and then we hit this link symbol, and now we can choose another object that we want to link it to. So let's link it to the bus. Then we can go over to the left and see our vehicle. If we actually hit the plus symbol here, we can now see that we have our annotation. The license plate is now linked and associated to our vehicle. And we can also see the number or the license plate in this example. So this is basically how you do it. You can go over and do the exact same thing for all the other cars, both for license plates. You can also associate like people together if you want to link all the people together in specific regions and so on, depending on what type of task you want to solve. So again, we can draw a bounding box around our vehicle like that. This is just a car. Could actually just be a taxi here, but let's just call it a car. And then we're just going to say mini color, it's black. There we go. And we can also license plate, zoom in a bit further. There we go, and we rotate it, and we have a perfect bounding box around our license plate. We can throw in the number, or we can just link it directly. So now we have two vehicle detections. We have the license plates as well. So this is how easy it is to link objects together, to train models specifically on that with Keylabs. So this is just not like a standard traditional like annotation tool where you just draw bounding boxes, you export that, and train like simple object detection models for a specific computer vision task. But with Keylabs and KeyMarker, you can do way more complex task like orient bounding boxes, connect different objects together, even like different lines. So we can also go in here and add markings, for example. If you want to add like lane markings in the road, for example, it could also be here. Let's go over and take the markings, and then we can just specify a mask here. So you can have different types of annotations in each image. You can link them together, and you can do all of these cool things, even like 3D annotations, machine learning assisted annotations, and so on. So this is pretty cool. So let's now go ahead and see how we can do interpolation between individual frames. So right now I've already shown you that for bounding boxes, but we can even do it on segmentation mask as well. So let's now go inside this robotics project, and then we have these chemicals, basically just objects rotating around on this plate, and then we should try to like basically just annotate key points or like key frames in our image, and then we should be able to interpolate in between them. So let's just take one of the examples here. Let's go in and use our product. We just draw like a mask around it. Let's just try to fit it as perfectly as possible. You guys can probably like do even more fine details, but let's just try to do like a rough mask. There we go. Now we have a pretty good rough mask here for the first one. We can also go in and add the whole robotics platform. So that could be like a bounding box around the whole rotating platform. So now once we have that, we can actually just go up. We can see here we have all the frames. So this is a video file. We have 289 frames in total. Now we can actually just rotate it around. And then if we go in and take a look at it right now, we can just like do these layers. So we can move it to front, back, and so on. You can also place above an object, but let's just move this to the back. So now we have the other project here in front of the other bounding box. So this is what we're talking about with layers, but we can also go in and do individual layers in the actual like image if we have different types of image formats. So right now, let's just skip a couple of frames. You can see it still does some kind of like interpolation, but we need 2 keyframes to be able to do interpolation in between those. So let's just try to take this one. So this will be the 9th frame. And now we can go in and do our corrections to our object. So it's now going to choose the object. We can just move the bounding box or like the mask here slightly. We can both go in and add more key points, or basically just these marker points, and we can also delete some if we don't want that anymore. But let's now just go in and do some rough corrections. Of course, you can do way more, but let's say that you actually need to go in and label mask here on top of 290 images. It will take forever compared to just using this interpolation tool. And as you're going to see, we'll get some pretty awesome results with that as well. You can also use the machine learning assisted tool. They have like segment anything in here integrated into the platform. I already have a video about that. You can combine that with the frame interpolation and all of the tools together. So right now, let's just try to give a couple of frames back. Now you can see that like does this kind of like interpolation. You've probably done an interpolation step here or like a keyframe more in this example. So let's just drag it a bit up and let's extend the points at the bottom. There we go. Now let's just go back and forth. Now you can see that it tracks it like way better. So right now I start to rotate around here. It's starting to get like a bit worse. So let's just try to do it like all the way down here. Let's try to see if we can do interpolation from here all the way down to here. So let's just do our corrections. And we can also go over here and delete our points. So basically just delete our vertices if we don't want all of these ones up here at the top, which is often the case. I'm also going to draw like a new bounding box, but right now let's just go in and move them. So we're going to delete in each individual one. And there's pretty much like shortcuts for all of the different tools in here. But let's now just drag some of them down here at the bottom. There we go. There we go. There. And the last color ones here. So now we can actually see that it does a pretty good job at doing interpolation. So this is the last keyframe that we had. And if we're just scrolling back, we can see that it actually like follows and extends the mask down here at the bottom. So we definitely need to go in and do some annotations, but right now we only have 3 keyframes and we can do interpolations all the way down to like the 20th frame. So this can save you a lot of time. These are very complex ones, as you have seen here as well, where it's basically like rotating around and it's a pretty complex object compared to just a person walking around, as I showed you guys in the start. So it will save you a lot of time using the machine learning assisted tool, but also the frame interpolation on videos if you want to annotate that. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys, this is just a video where I'm showing like all the different types of annotations, update annotation types here in the Keylabs platform, which can be useful for you guys in your own applications and projects. So the last one here is our layer project. Let's say that you have images with like a different format. So this is basically like a bush, as you can see up here, or like behind trees, but you can't see anything here hiding inside the tree. So it could be like for like thermal imaging and so on, which has multiple layers, could be RGB images and so on. But right now we can see that we have 2 layers. Let's now go into it. Right now we can see that here we won't be able to extract the person hiding inside the bushes here in any way. You can't see it at all. But if we actually like toggle this layer, now we're able to roughly see that we actually like have a person in here in our thermal image. Now we can go up and add a person. We can add a mask around that person. So I'm just going to draw that around, and then we can try to see that on the unlayered image. Now I've just drawn a rough mask here around our person. Let's just take the layer back. And now we can actually go in and train our machine learning and AI models on this specific image for like doing it. Because again, our machine learning models, if we have machine learning models specifically for like layer extraction, multiple layers in machine learning models, it can actually go in and learn to detect this person here by extracting all the information pixel wise, but also for all the layers stacked on top of each other in our images. So thank you guys for watching this video here. I hope you have learned a ton. This is just to show you guys all the different cool annotations types to have in the Keylabs platform. It will save you a lot of time, and it can also help you create and also train complex machine learning and AI models. So definitely go and test it out, and then I'll just see you guys in the next video. Until then, happy annotating. And I hope you guys have learned a ton in this video here. Definitely go check it out. This can be used for a lot of cool applications and projects. And then I'll just see you guys in the next video. Until then, happy learning.